Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is one of the most supportive creators, or run by one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my now 7 years on YouTube. Superchat's been here for 4 years. Michael's Adventures has been with us pretty much from the beginning. He just dropped a premiere, which is just ending right this second. That one was a nice 90-minute one. What Michael's Adventures brings on his channel is wildlife and nature more often than anything else. He posts every single day, and on days that he does not work, he is, lucky enough to work full time. But when he is not working, he posts twice a day. So you can see this creator's got 3,600 videos on his channel. They average a half an hour in length, if you can imagine that. So he also is halfway on the road to 1,400 subscribers. We'd love to push him a little bit closer towards that milestone today. You'll see on his channel he features raccoons, deer, foxes. There's a lot of bird watching on the channel. Sometimes he takes us out for a walk around and a story to be told. He does a lot of ride-along videos for us as well. And then when we dig through a bit more of the content in the shorts here, we're going to find that this creator will also do some lottery ticket scratching, might be caught playing a game on a tablet, like a slot video game, or giving us bite-sized looks outside with mini stories to be told as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. Thank you, my dear friend, for the raid tonight. Like I said, he just did a premiere right now and then sent over a handful of friends. And I always appreciate that kind of generosity. I'm always happy to see creators willing to collaborate and help each other. So again, hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. Every moderator on this channel here, Superchat, is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel the same way we do here in Superchat. So welcome everyone, and thank you for coming in. Hopefully everybody is already enjoying themselves, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. We got quite a few members and moderators on the wheel already. We add them as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a little while, more like a long while, I will add a couple of names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. They're open to everyone, as is all content on this channel. But after a while, like I said, I'll start adding some more names. Right now, we've got Scratch and PPA, of course, in the pole position, another beloved and dedicated moderator, another of the two most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube, or two of the most supportive creators. I see the Stock Explorers coming in, who happens to be a member and a moderator, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. I know we got quite a few people in the house. Puppet Short Films is here. It's great to see you in the house. I've been catching a lot of their stuff on what I believe is Instagram lately. And then I know Johnny Small Pepper was in the house. Yes, he's still here. And I've got Bella's Whisper Farmstead on the wheel with Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, who dropped a premiere earlier today, like she always does, Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Canadian Family Life and Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are both fellow Canadians. Home Bartending with John and Lisa J. Stocks are both on the wheel. 99 Midnight Gamer has been with us once or twice before, but yes, fairly new to Superchat. I'm looking forward to getting a look at their channel. Again, for anybody that's brand new, my best suggestion is always to start with conversations. Just take it slow, meet people one by one. Pardon me, we're always here 3 times a week. We're here for 3 hours. Lots of opportunity to meet lots of other creators, and there will be brand new channels in these live streams every single day. So By starting conversations with other creators, you will find yourself moving up my list, which is run by a robot called Streamlabs in the background. And like I said, when it's time for me to add names to the wheel from our chat list, I'll do that based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Intrepids is a longtime friend, probably beyond 3 years by now. Together we travels in the house. It's good to see you here. And then 99 Midnight Gamer, we don't have a schedule here. We're typically on at least 3 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones, and I just fit the streams around my schedule. I'm lucky enough to work full-time as well. I have other family obligations and things like that. Danforth Avenue Wellness is Cake No 8 Meat Day with cherry on top and more. Good to see you in the house. Cruz Bolero is back. Mark the Shark is a longtime dear friend. Follow Alaska is here. They're a member. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. Why don't I spin? We'll see who's the next channel that's going to be put onto the screen, and then I'll keep adding channels. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I know Ree's Blissful Connections is here. We're going to look at Bella's Whisper Farmstead right now. They've actually got a second channel, and we'll look at both of those. And Have At It is in the house. Good to see you back again. And let's just have a look and see if I'm missing anybody. I hope not. Jevin Richardson, of course, is here with us just about every single day, and Travels and Gardening with DJ is also in the house. They've always got channel updates for us. And when you talk about the idea of turning down the volume and not deal with music on giving you copyright claims, yes. So if you are producing your video, if you find yourself getting a copyright claim, YouTube gives us a tool that might be able to take the music out without taking out your voice. Where that works best is when you're doing something like, let's say, outdoor live streaming. You walk by somebody playing music, either in their car or on a stereo, or, you know, sometimes there's festivals and, you know, restaurants put speakers outside and things like that. You inadvertently catch it, then you might be able to use that feature to turn that down. Otherwise, yeah, you can just turn, not include music in your videos if you're able to control that, and then not have to deal with copyright claims. And let me know if I didn't answer the question the way you meant for it to be seen. And Mark the Shark will always say much love and aloha, like he did on my beautiful embroidered hat that's in the background there. He sent a couple of those over a while back as well. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who happens to be a moderator on our copyright-free music channel as well. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and shorts and streams. It is published on all major music platforms, including Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, and Yahoo, probably Yahoo as well, and then YouTube Music, and then of course we have a channel for it as well. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I know Sweet Melissa's here. I've put them on the wheel. Yeah, so yeah, let me know if there's a way I can elaborate if you need. But there is a feature in the back of YouTube. If you find yourself with a claim, there's literally a link you click right in the YouTube studio, at least on a computer, that will bring you right to the tool that should help with that. We're going to look at Bella's Whisper Farmstead in a second here. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Rushing Wind Mountain's been added to the wheel. So today with Nikki's been here with us a few times. So thank you for asking, how do you get on the wheel? So the instructions are always listed in our video description. but it is based on how active everybody is engaged in conversation, if that makes sense. And what I mean is that I have a robot in the background. I'll show it to you right now. It's called Streamlabs, and we'll get to Bella's Whisper Farmstead in a second. So I'm on a special page here from the CloudBot. It's a loyalty system, it's called. It keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. Not just time you're here, but how actively engaged in conversation you are as well. You see, I just refreshed the page. So, of course, 99 Midnight Gamer, Bella's Whisper Farmstead, Jevin Richardson, Travels and Gardening with DJ. We see all of these creators talking a lot in the chat, so they get up on the list. Now, when it's time for me to add a name to the wheel from our chat list, I'm going to grab one of the names off of the list here that I know we haven't already seen, like maybe 99 Midnight Gamer or Jevin Richardson or another. So that's the way that works. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member, although we put Superchatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as that happens. It's just a little bonus for them, of course. Anybody would understand, I'm sure. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. It's an automatic thing. Silver and gold members are seen in the slides that run on the screen, and gold members get their link dropped as well automatically. But I never want to push that kind of thing or solicit it or anything like that. Everything in Tuber Chat is open to everyone. We will get through as many channels as we can in the next 3 hours, and I know it's a long wait, but when we get to a point, usually within the first hour, I'll add a name to the wheel, and we always make sure we get at least a couple. Thank you, Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More. Thank you, Mark the Shark. If I can ask for one of our moderators just to grab the music channel link and drop it, I'll appreciate that. And it's always found on our front page as well. And then, yeah, Puppet Short Film. So Battissimo is gone. That was one of the robots that I liked the most and the one I used to use for the statistics. But Streamlabs also does it. Nightbot keeps chat logs. So it's a bit of a headache to go through, but if you wanted to, you could. First of all, go back and see what everybody said in the chat, even if they delete their messages. Secondly, you can count, or if you know how to use spreadsheets, you can fire them all in there and it'll give you a count on how active everybody would have been. I keep statistics for every single stream, and yes, that means 733 of them now. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. CNS Travel's been added to the wheel. Like I said, they're a member. We're looking at Bella's Whisper Farmstead, so I'm going to talk about their content. If anybody has any other questions, just please ask them in the chat with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is another creator who's here with us just about every day. They bring us homesteading on a budget. And a lot of our homesteading friends will talk about thrifty ideas or ways to save money, but Kristen and Mike on this channel are specifically aiming for that kind of content. But when you look at the channel, you can see they got a brand new video here from 2 days ago, so I've put that in a special playlist I use called Catch Up. It's just a fun name for a channel I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Mostly they bring us outdoors, but once in a while they bring us indoors, and the last video I watched from them thoroughly was this tiny house barn-dominium build video. It's just about complete there. They've actually completed the build. They just got to put a electric meter in there. The electrical's all done, and then they'll load it with furniture and give us a great look. But it's a fantastic project, and I know our homesteading friends will be happy to see it. I just happen to be fascinated by tiny homes and things like that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,200, 2,600, 3,200 views and beyond, and then live streams on their channel are occasional, so they seem to be bringing these out at least once a week, sometimes more often. I missed the last one that they did, but hopefully I'll catch them for another one. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Writing with Writing with Emotion New Soul is in the house, and Scratch and PPA, thank you for the music link, by the way. If anybody hasn't already seen that music channel, you'll be able to get over there. But like I said, it's also in our Pardon me, always found on the bottom of our front page of the Tuber Chat channel, and thank you Michael's Adventures for that as well. I forgot to put a note in the chat earlier, but I'll pin that right now, and that's for anybody that's brand new, and hopefully I'm not missing anything in the chat right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Nora's got a bit of luck going on today, being picked almost right away on the wheel. This is Nora the Stock Explorer. They were live earlier today too. I was lucky to catch them for a moment. Gail Southern Living, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anyone. When we look, oh, I see, pardon me, I see Precious Gems, 99 Midnight Gamers making me laugh. Yes, it can feel like a full-time job supporting other creators. I promise you, it gets harder and harder. And thank you, Scratch and PPA, because I did miss that. I saw it fly by and I forgot already. Pardon me. African Dreamin' dropped a super chat. They've done that countless times before. Thank you for that. I just caught them for a live stream a couple of days ago. But I'm going to put their channel up next because we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen when that happens. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. James Money 615 is in the house, a longtime friend who supports all of my channels. Troy Sutton, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And let's look at what the Stock Explorer's got going on for today. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I'm thinking that Gail Southern Living has a new avatar there, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that. She's been a long time friend. The Stock Explorer also has been with us for almost 4 years. This creator is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, as well as a member. They're well over 2,100 subscribers now, and they bring to us the stock markets with a little bit of crypto. They do that in a level-headed and down-to-earth way with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. The Stock Explorer occasionally has charts and graphs for us to see, but they almost always have product in hand. I've seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from the company, and then unbox it in a live stream, which I thought was really cool. There's a bit of variety in the videos here, but it's interesting to go back and hear some of the things they've said over the years as well. Shorts on the channel bring pure variety, like most creators in the Tuber Chat family, regardless of category or niche. We see variety in the shorts videos. These have done well, getting into 2,700, 3,900, 10,000 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that Nora's on frequently. I was there today for a while. This creator is live a few times a week. They're a really hard worker, so they fit them in when they can. Again, with no schedule, they usually come up as pop-ups. They put them up about a half an hour before they're going to go live most of the time. Sometimes they have charts and graphs. Sometimes they're talking stocks and crypto here. Often they're doing some StreamYard panels. They occasionally have guests. I've joined them on their channel once for a dedicated conversation about YouTube for about 2 hours. But they'll introduce us to other creators, and they also do a lot of lottery ticket scratching where they collaborate with other channels, and they call them scratch battles, and it can be very exciting and very fast paced. Nora is known to have a really wild chat going on in the live stream. So as well, let's look at a second channel from this creator called Tropical Buzz. This is where Nora seeks to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they will grow themselves. They happen to be in Florida. They got a few shorts over here that have started to move into hundreds of views, and then they're working on 300 subscribers on this second channel, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. You have to pardon me today. It's been exceedingly hot, but I happen to be allergic to everything as well, and it's been driving me bananas all day. And then, oh my goodness, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I am so sorry that I missed Rihanna's birthday today. I hope everybody will wish Rihanna a happy birthday. I had an alarm set in my phone and everything else, but I ended up doing a bit of running around that was unexpected today. I meant to catch that stream. I try always to catch people's special occasions like monetization celebrations and birthdays and things like that. I can't believe how often I end up missing them. And I was in and out today. I caught a couple things. I got Jesse Miller's premiere. I slid in right as that was happening. The Stock Explorer I caught. I don't remember what time they were on. But Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have been friends of ours longer than 3 years now, I believe. And they're here with us regularly. They happen to be fellow Canadians, but incredibly supportive. And they've introduced us to a lot of other channels as well. So I hope everybody will wish them a happy birthday. And I'll have to make that up to you when I catch you next Sunday, unless you're going to do... Or actually, they're doing their Sunday Fun live stream series starting again in September. So we'll have to look forward to that, but we'll see if they do another pop-up between now and then. African Dreamin' is coming up right now, and we'll see what these creators have got going on. Actually, I'm going to put up Mike and Rihanna's Adventures next, because I sometimes do that for people's birthdays. So we'll look at their channel next. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Right now, we're going to look at African Dreamin'. They dropped a super chat earlier. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Bud Files are in the house, and Lewis Acre Farm Karma. Both of those channels have been added to the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, as long as everybody's still active. We should get around to everyone. And then African Dreamin' is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. They might have been with us for, I'm not sure if it's 3 years, but it's a long time. It could be that long, pretty close to it. They have got 2,800 subscribers. They're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to Caribbean country in another country. It's been a while since they've seen their banner, but it is a really cool idea, of course. So they let us know they came back from East Africa. They're back in East Texas. They were in Tanzania. Most of us have heard of that country before. And then I'm just going to grab their latest video, growing and tasting Armenian cucumbers, which is something that's really cool. I'm just imagining this, but from our homesteading friends, for instance, now that we're, been in YouTube for so many years, it's normal for all of us, or it seems common for all of us, to have friends around the world. And I know a lot of our friends who do any homesteading activities, doesn't have to be a homesteading channel, but let's just say do a lot of seed swaps and things like that around the world. I know different things we used to not be able to get so easily are much more common and easy for us to acquire. So to see African Dreamin' growing and tasting Armenian cucumbers will be an interesting video, but you get an idea through their content, the different types of things they're doing here. And these creators, I'm behind with them, but I've got their latest video on my catch-up list now. Like I said, they've been longtime friends. They got shorts here that have done extremely well, 5,900, 7,400, 8,500. And beyond, and then live streams as well. So I just caught them, a couple days ago for another live stream. Caught them many times. They do a great job of keeping up with the chat. I think every time I've caught them, they're together, which is great to see. So hopefully I'll catch them for another one. I've always got notification bells on for every single channel, as we all do. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures plans to do some pop-ups through the course of the summer. So again, I apologize. I feel terrible when I miss things because I said it specifically. I might have even set an alarm in the phone. And I don't know how I'm missing some of that. Now, this is a long speech, so forgive me. But the other day I did something that now I wish I hadn't done. For the longest time, my truck is like 11 years old now or something like that, 2013. And I never updated the firmware on the stereo system. So it has Bluetooth and all that, and I always use it. So I can use it for talking to text and things like that. and I updated the firmware just, I don't know, a month ago, something like that. It took hours to finally get the thing done properly. And now that it's done, I can't talk to text anymore. I can make phone calls, but I can't dictate what I want to say in a text. It's the most awful thing. So I don't know what else is not working, but I've heard from a few people, like they've tried to text me while I've not been available and then said, like, Kev, where have you been for 4 days? And I'm like, no, your messages are here. I just didn't see them when you sent them. But anyway, so forgive me for that. Anyway, thank you again, African Dreamin'. Long time friends. As you can see, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters as well. And thank you again for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. Now, because Mike and Rihanna's adventures have been dear friends for so long, it's Rihanna's birthday today, literally. So I'm going to put their channel up next when we get back from our first break. We're going to do that for 3.5 minutes. And, oh, pardon me for 1 second here. I'll come right back. Oh my dear goodness, pardon me. I make a mistake after mistake. I find that mistakes come from rushing. That's absolutely what the problem is today, because I was in Niagara Falls, which is an hour and a half away, up until 8 o'clock. I meant to leave at 7:30 and I forgot something and had to go back. So I am completely unprepared. So, pardon me for that and for the stall. What we're going to do right now is go on break for 3.5 minutes. We're going to come right back. And before we do that break, I'm just going to play for you a clip from our new video series. These are interviews that go on anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long with friends of Superchat that have been with us for at least 3 years. And each one of these creators has long passed their 10,000 subscribers. So, Edna, thank you for all of this. You mentioned comments earlier quickly, and that's one of the things that comes up in every interview. Of course, we're going to talk about likes, views, subs, and everything else, but comments are a very important part of our interaction with our audience. So what can you tell us in your experience of 8 years now about how to entice more comments on your video shorts and streams?
I can't remember who told me this, but years ago somebody told me, I think I was watching like somebody that I always watched, and one of the things that they said to grow your channel was to always give your audience a job to do.
Okay.
Always give them a call to action, because that's going to keep the people engaged. So if I'm talking about cruising, and then you just kind of have to know how to just ease it into your sentence. So it's like, thanks for watching, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But then also, if I'm talking about a specific thing like the slot pool, I'll say, have you ever participated in a slot pool? Leave a comment, let me know. And say that. And it's like you're just saying it so naturally that people aren't even realizing that you're making them be engaged, because now they want to tell you their experience.
Yes.
The slot pool. If I'm doing regular life vlogs, like, I'm notorious for not liking to try new things. Okay, so everybody's always trying to make me eat new foods, and I'm like, have you ever eaten this? What you put, we have a big debate about grits. I don't know if you eat grits. Does sugar go on grits, sugar or salt? So that's always, give people something to talk about, and they'll have to, give you their experience. Another thing is to sort of have like an intro and an outro. Okay. If I'm doing a live stream or whatever, it's just like, hey guys, come in. If I'm doing a video, it's, hey guys, happy whatever day it is. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. If I'm doing a sit down video, then I say, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for clicking this video. Because I feel like a sit down is so much different than a vlog. With the vlog is like me talking to my friends. Hey y'all, this is where we're going to Target today. Let's walk around Target. But if I'm sitting down, that means I'm doing something real specific. I'm only talking about what the topic is. So thank you for clicking this video, because thank you. You have an interest in this particular topic.
Alright, we're just about back, and what we're going to look at right now is Mike and Rihanna's adventures. These are fellow Canadians that come to us from Medicine Hat, Alberta, and it's Rihanna's birthday today, so I wanted to put their channel up right away. We were going to see it at some point. They're with us for almost every stream, and they happen to be longtime members, so their name's long been on the wheel. When we look at Mike and Rihanna's adventures, we see a couple's vlogging channel that is bringing us both outdoor adventures and an indoor series of videos that gives us a chance to get to know them or follow along with what they're doing in their house. Mike and Rihanna will bring pure variety into their channel and the different adventures they take us on. Shorts on this channel follow along the same lines and have gotten into 5,800, 6,700 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they have a Sunday Fun series that they've been doing as long as I can remember. It's really a chance to get to know them and hang out with them. Although they have done StreamYard panels with other creators as well. Today they did a special live stream just for Rihanna's birthday, and then they'll be back to their Sunday Fun series in September, although they might do a few pop-ups over the summer, they let us know as well. And then Jevin Richardson, all of the music on the copyright-free music channel is available for anybody to use in their streams, videos, shorts, and everything else. For those of you who use Instagram Reels or TikTok or Facebook Stories and all that stuff, wherever you have music in a system that can be used, our music should be there. You have to search for it. You have to type the name perfectly. I'll type it into the chat here. It is Thrive Together with no vowels. Just in case you're wondering what on earth that name is. So that will help you find the music on all other platforms, or if you know how to get it from YouTube, just go ahead. So as well, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, I just want to show everybody something. I missed their live stream today, and I really meant to catch that. One thing we don't talk about very often here in Super Chat is the idea of super thanks. We see super stickers and super chats, and I'm always grateful for that kind of stuff when that happens. We see it on all kinds of different channels. I'm going to give these guys a thumbs up right now, and I'm going to put their replay into my catch-up list so I can rerun this afterwards. Now, one of the things that is available on monetized channels, if you choose to turn it on, is something called... Are they off the monetization right now by any chance? I was going to show you this. I might not be able to. Oh, that's there. Oh, do you not have super thanks on, or am I not looking at it properly? I don't see it here. Okay, we might have to skip that for right now. I'll do it on another channel. We'll look at... let me see if I can find it on a video for them. Let me see their latest video if it happens to have it available. This might be something that has to be turned on. Here it is. So super thanks. Pardon me. I know this is really clunky. So if you want to go back and look at this, it's episode 734 of Tuber Chat right after the first break. We're looking at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. So I would have done this on the live stream for Rihanna's birthday. But what I'm going to do right now is drop a super thanks. So it can be tough to find, but it's there. I run a few different channels. Some of you know that already. Some of the channels I run are not mine. But on all of the channels that I've seen, I thought super thanks was going to be a bigger thing. And it's not nearly as big as what I thought. All we have to do is click that super thanks. You can adjust the size of the message. You might be able to change the text, and you see this cool animation that comes up when you do that as well. If we dig down to the comments after I refresh the page, we should see that a comment will come up. Maybe not right away, but I guess within a few minutes or something like that. And it's basically the same as a super chat or a super sticker, but you're dropping that for a video that's already finished. You could do it on live streams after they're done in most cases. You could do it on videos. You could do it on shorts as well. So Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Tuber Chat for several years. I think it's 3 years now. I'm just going to look for Rihanna's Life Adventures. And you'll see a second channel that these creators have got. This one actually focuses on Rihanna. So she's working on her first 100 subscribers. She's getting pretty close. At 95 right now, and she bring us both into her home as well as out for more adventures, kind of complementary content to what we expect from Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Then shorts on this channel have moved now into hundreds of views. They'll likely grow as they post more and more, and hopefully we'll see some more live streams from Rihanna's Life Adventures soon enough as well. Now these creators have a third channel, and I'll look at this one very quickly. Storm Chasers Mike and Rihanna, and this is where they're going to bring us some weather updates and some storm chasing from Medicine Hat, Alberta. So 32 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards their first 100. And the first 100 is as challenging as ever before, but as long as we're doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. And another fellow Canadian is going to come up. Canadian family life we're going to look at in a moment. I see Hugo Homestead in the chat as well. They've been with us for at least 3 years. Also one of the first homesteading channels to ever come into the Tuber Chat family. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So what we're looking at right now is another Canadian family here led by Tiffany on this channel. They come to us from New Brunswick. They bring us a lot of cooking videos, a lot of grocery haul videos, a lot of container gardening, and then Happy Mail video shout outs for other creators. And then when we look at this channel, we also see they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're working on 3,400 subscribers right now. And I looked at their video this morning. I got a notification for that. Or not a notification, but like it came in my recommended feed. But Canadian Family Life seems to be up much earlier than I am. I'm usually up somewhere between 7 and 8 a.m. Eastern, but they're at least one time zone ahead of me, so they're early birds for me. And I noticed when your video had 15 views earlier, when I first saw it, you had posted it 2 hours before I got on the computer today. But it's nice to see that it's still moving. 55 views already. That's just, over the course of the day. And this is more container gardening. I talk about their container garden all the time because it's immaculate. They really do a great job. I know both of the Chris's Creation Fun, Tiffany's husband, who's in the chat right now, and Tiffany together must work on this because he's got a video on his channel, which we'll look at in a minute, working on the grow lights and some solar equipment for the container garden. And then Canadian Family Life, you might recognize her because she's been featured on so many other channels. I mentioned it the other day. I just saw her on another StreamYard panel as well. Steve and Tina Jewel, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Canadian Family Life has done well with shorts. These bring pure variety like most creators in the Tuber Chat family, where we get into 2,500, 2,800, 5,500 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. They're usually on about once a month, so I missed the last few actually. I'm hoping I can catch one of these. Now, even though I missed Mike and Rihanna's stream today, and I've been talking about it quite a bit, I do try to make it, especially for special occasions. But anybody's free to send a message anytime. I don't add groups on Instagram and stuff like that because I know everybody starts a group for their channel and things like that. I just can't join all of them. And I know you can't spend the time to message every single person you want to come in your live stream. But if you do find yourself with a moment, you have something coming up, feel free to let me know and I'll try to be there if I can. Some of you know I work outdoors a few days a week, but sometimes I can at least hop in, say hi, and let things run. Otherwise, I'll always be there if I can. So Canadian Family Life, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, like I said. We're going to look at her husband's channel now. Chris's, Creation Fun. Canadian Family Life that was just on the screen is one of the most supportive creators that I've seen, and I think it has resulted in their channel being one of the fastest growing that we've seen in the Tuber Chat family, because of the support Tiffany gives to so many other people, seeming to be everywhere all the time, and here in Tuber Chat every single stream as well. Chris's Creation Fun is now well over 100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 we know they're going to be thinking about. This is Tiffany's husband from the last channel we looked at. Here he is working on grow lights for that container garden as well. He works on solar equipment. He's done some 3D printing and repaired the 3D printer as well. So we can expect some do-it-yourself videos on this channel and much more content. So I hope everybody will connect with both Canadian Family Life and Chris's Creation Fund. We'd love to push both of these channels towards their next milestones, and we see them, like I said, just about every single live stream, both of them actually. I'll spin the wheel again. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Lisa J. Stocks is up right now. This is a creator who I know I missed live today. I think they were on with Prez, the investor, if I'm not mistaken. They might have been just on his channel. Lisa J. Stocks has got 3,500 subscribers, which is great to see. This creator is going to talk to us about the stock markets, but in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They're very forthcoming about their own portfolio. They talk to us about ETFs and individual stocks, as well as some of the technical aspects like dollar cost averaging, dividends, and things like this. So specifically, Lisa J. Stocks talks about saving, investing, building wealth, and staying out of debt. We can do that together by following her content. So I'm just going to grab her latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I'm going to see what I can do about keeping caught up with her. And then this is an interesting video. I'm going to grab this video as well. Places you won't invest your money. I'm going to see what you have to say there. She's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 5,700, 7,500 views and beyond. And then, like I said, live stream. So she was, yes, live earlier today with Prez the Investor. And these creators are often found together, although they both do individual live streams. And we've got Lisa J. Stocks doing her own thing for a long, long time now. I think Lisa J. Stocks has been with us much longer than a year. I'm not sure if it's 2 years yet. And hopefully we can push her towards the 3,600 subscribers we know she must be thinking about. So spin the wheel, we'll get another channel ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Sweet Melissa's up here right now. This creator recently changed the name of their channel to incorporate their handle, which is much different. Now, Sweet Melissa's been with us for just about every live stream since finding us a few months ago. It's actually getting on many months ago now. She's at 233 subscribers, but the best way to find her is to type in that Coastal Girl 707. That will likely help you get to her. The more we search, find, and click on each other's names, the more we will rise up the search results. And eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. So we want to push Sweet Melissa a little bit farther, but what this creator is bringing us in her content are looks at product reviews and product tests, because she's let us know that she's a member of a lot of product review and testing sites or programs, and then she brings those products into her videos for us. So I'm just going to grab her latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with her as well. When we dig through her videos, we're going to see that there's everything from books to bath and beauty products to snacks and just about anything under the sun, household products. So lots to see in traditional unboxing type videos. And Sweet Melissa also has shorts on the channel that have done well already, getting into 1,200, 2,100, even 7,000 on one of these, which is great to see. And then it's me, Jonah, 28. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for coming back, Jevin Richardson. AceFlaw1 is Andy. He's been with me for about 5 years. It's good to see you in the house. And then Sweet Melissa, hopefully everybody will connect with, and we'll push her towards that 300 subscribers we know she's thinking about. Spin the wheel again. I see Backyard Truckers in the house, and I'm going to get them on the wheel in a second, but right now we're going to look at Rushing Wind Mountain. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And when we look into Rushing Wind Mountain's channel, we see that this is a channel run by a creator named Ruby. You often hear us mention, or a lot of people mention Ruby in the chat. They've been with us for what I think is beyond 3 years now. It's probably closer to 3.5. I think they were one of the first channels to come through when we had a wave of homesteading channels. And I feel like I must have described them within the homesteading community of channels for a long time, although what they bring us is very different content. It's just that there's a lot of outdoors here because they bring nature and wildlife. They do that through video, shorts, and streams. So I'm just going to grab the latest video. Those are beautiful clouds. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that in my catch-up list right now. But Rushing Wind Mountain brings us a lot of wildlife, like I said, and when they bring nature, it's usually pleasing audio, pleasing visuals, almost like something we'd expect from an ASMR type channel. But they've got shorts here that have some humorous moments in them as well. Mostly wildlife in the ones that are doing really well here. 11,000, 12,000, 16,000. And then live streams are something they've experimented with many times, even up to a week and a half ago, where they're bringing both vertical and horizontal live streams. I'm always happy to see creators trying things out. That's the best way to find out what's going to work for you. They got almost 600 videos here. They're on the way to 600 videos, which is great. And Rushing Wind Mountain's working on 4,000 subscribers, which is also fantastic. We'd love to get them a little bit farther. And then that's very cool. Jevin Richardson put the song Emotion from our copyright-free music channel into their new intro. I'll be looking forward to hearing and seeing that. And Wheat's Art is in the house. That's Wheat and Shaw with a special art channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. What we're going to do right now is take another break. We'll make this one quick. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back with Backyard Trucker. So we're almost back. Backyard Trucker, we're going to look at. I stepped away for a second there, so forgive me if I'm behind with anybody in the chat. Izzy Scott gifted a membership again. They've done that countless times before. And Wheats Art picked that up, so I know they'll be happy to have that. They've been a member many times before. So Wheats Art, I'm going to put onto the wheel right now. KP Heathen from Louisiana has been added. And we'll look at Izzy Sky's channel next, because we always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away as soon as that happens. Then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. We'll get through as many channels as we can within the next 2 hours or so. Backyard Truckers up on the screen with 673 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. This creator had something fantastic happen the other day, and I looked into it afterwards in a roundabout sort of way. Really what I mean is I just caught them in a live stream where they described to me some remarkable success that they had inadvertently. Now, when we look through their videos, they let us know, first of all, they're just a simple guy putting anything and everything online for people to see. I'm going to take their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with them. Shorts on the channel bring pure variety as well, but they've done really well with a lot of this dash cam footage, 11,000, 12,000, and even 13,000 on a newer one. And then live streams as well. So when we look at the views on these, check this out. You've got one of them with 19,000 here, one of these with 5,700. Now, I'm assuming that this is because of a mix of a couple of different things. I asked Backyard Trucker during the video that I caught what happened the day before to give them like 19,000 views on a live stream is fantastic. And we've seen that kind of thing before, naturally, from YouTube, depending on the type of content and how the algorithm's treating it and things like that. There's, a bit of luck involved, if we want to call it that. But when we look at Backyard Trucker, I wondered when we saw this the other day on Superchat, what could have happened, because I saw that their live stream had 100 people in it, but I was not in it. Came up recommended, but I didn't go in at the time. The next day I asked them, what do they think happened? They said they think it was a combination of the title that they used. They said it was the title that they used. My opinion is that it likely has to do with a combination of that, the fact that YouTube may still be pushing out vertical live streams, because you see these are vertical, as well as this creator is incredibly active on their channel. So they're live frequently, almost every day. They post videos frequently. They post shorts frequently. And they are really mixing things up. So I just want to take advantage of the opportunity to say it again. But what I have described for everybody for the longest time now, because I've been on YouTube for 7 years, I learn from people every single day. I certainly don't want anybody to think I know everything or anything like that. There's lots to learn. Things change all the time. But what I have seen is when we build a channel that's got, let's say, getting into 100 videos and far beyond, right? The idea is not to make a video that everybody likes. That's really hard to do. But what you can do is build a catalog of content, and then with consistency, when it's your turn, whether we want to call it luck or anything else, YouTube will take a couple of your videos and make them fly, and they will carry your entire channel. I see it on every single channel that I touch, as well as others. So it's great to see Backyard Trucker got a bit of this success happening as well, because they've been an incredibly supportive creator to others. So it's nice to see that coming through here. I would like to think it's almost naive wisdom in the idea of just picking a title that happened to work at the time, on top of YouTube pushing out vertical live streams, on top of the fact that this creator, like I said, is so active. So, great, and it's wonderful to see that this creator is moving so fast now. Hopefully that continues, and we'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for everyone. And then I have seen that kind of thing happen before. When I see somebody that's got 100 people watching their live stream in the Superchat family, there are a handful of channels where that is possible and common. but it's not everyone, right? A lot of us probably wonder, how on earth do we get 10 people in our streams, but it's every time? It doesn't accidentally get 300, right? Or how do we get 50, or, you know, whatever it is? When I see numbers that are higher than they should be, I always assume the same thing. So I was happy to get in there and talk to Backyard Trucker, because I have seen live streams that have legitimately gone like through the roof. We're talking hundreds of people watching, thousands of people watching, and it's usually based on the particular type of content. But in Backyard Trucker's case, I think it's a combination. Like I said, I don't necessarily want to call it naive wisdom. It's more like instinct that comes along with it. Great job picking on titles here. And if you dig through the analytics, you might get a little bit more of a story if you just sit there and stare at them a little bit, if you can get to a computer and do that. But this is really remarkable. So I hope everybody will take inspiration from the idea that this is absolutely possible. And I'm sure Backyard Trucker will be happy to talk about it. They do live streams that literally go on anywhere from an hour to a few hours. Butler Family Farm, everybody's BFF. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're here with us for just about every stream. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. Next up, because they gifted a membership, we're going to look at Izzy Ska. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So we're not doing bad for time today, so I'll try not to get into too many long stories, especially after this, but I just want to describe as well the ideas of luck and the ideas of naive wisdom, right? So luck, anybody can call it anything. I don't happen to be overly religious or anything like that, and a lot of people would take what I might call luck when we talk here in Superchat and look at it as something a lot more divine, right? And I'm sure everybody knows what I'm getting at there. And that's possible. Absolutely. We would love to know that there are people looking, you know, into our lives and wanting to help us from afar, if we want to put it that way. And when we think about naive wisdom, there's really instinct that comes along with that. What it means, the way that I'm putting it, is the idea that you might have experience. When we talk about it on YouTube, you've put out a bunch of videos, probably 100 or more, but not necessarily. You've got some experience, you've looked at other channels, you've got friendships with other people, you're really like getting involved in the community, so the instinct can give you what you need to come up with good ideas that seem to be luck or a fluke or anything else. Whereas really it's it's the instinct that causes me to call it naive wisdom. It's the wisdom part that I'd like to put more focus on when I say that, because like I said, it has to do with the experience that somebody's gone through. Backyard Trucker, when we talk about their channel, is not only posting all the time, like really almost every day on their channel. They are really working at it. They've collaborated with others, but I also see them out supporting other people all the time. They are very much involved in the YouTube community, and my guess is that, you know, they want to learn as much as they can for their channel. And of course, there's probably a lot of wanting simply to support other people. So it's just an idea. Anyway, so there's my long speech for today. But this is what I'm talking about, and I hope, again, everybody takes inspiration from the idea that this can happen to just about anyone, because I promise you, I've seen it several times now. So Izzy Scott is up on the screen. Thank you again for another gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when that happens. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. So when we look at Izzy Scott, we see a creator that has always been known for these outstanding banners, thumbnails, avatars, which they change frequently. And then they're working on 1,700 subscribers already. They have reset and restarted their content. But they give us more information now on their About page about what we can expect from the channel, focusing on digital art and design. They're going to talk about tutorials for digital painting, time-lapse videos, artwork creation, and reviews of some of the tools that are used out there, like software, so that we can create some of these things if we want to do that as well. So Izzy Scott posts frequently. They're live all the time as well. They got shorts on the channel. These are starting to move and will continue to grow as they post more and more. Live streams are just about every day. The conversation can go anywhere once they get started, but they've been at this a long time already, so they've always got a vibrant audience in the chat, and they do a good job of keeping up with that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Izzy Scott, and thank you again for another gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and like I said, they've done that countless times before. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Numismaniac's always been making me laugh lately in the chat, but I fully agree. Me too. I aspire to even become more athletic, but it has taken a long time. I started doing the tiniest bit. I don't even want to call it working out, but let's just say exercising. I've done a small amount, not even worth mentioning, but just for the sake of story time. And I started this basically because the scale that I most often weigh myself on, when I thought I hit my highest possible, I went up another like 12 pounds, and I don't know if there's an end in sight. I thought there was a limit, but I must be mistaken. So I've started to try to do the smallest amount of that. But the other day, last week, I weighed myself on a different scale, which I thought must be right, and it had said I must have lost like 10 pounds, because I haven't weighed myself in probably weeks since I started exercising. And when I got back to the scale, I always weigh myself on. No, I haven't lost even a pound. So I got to work harder at that. But yes, Tuber Chat support as opposed to athletic support is fully my arena for now. Follow Alaska is up on the screen right now. Another channel I'm still getting to know, but they're well over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that we know that they're thinking about. They're bringing us outdoors more than anything else. They give us some information on their About page. Daryl and Lynn are here, and they are going to give us information about what to expect and what is the theme behind the channel more than anything else. When we look at shorts on their channel, we also see that they're outdoors most of the time here, able to bring us all 4 seasons, of course. And then these have done well, 7,500, 8,200, 12,000 on one of these, which is great. And then live streams. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. They did one yesterday. I don't know how I missed that, but hopefully I'll catch you for one. I've got the notification bell on for every single channel, and hopefully all of us do. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and it looks like it's going to be Writing with Emotion New Soul, who is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yes, I used to think that the key to not gaining extra weight is just refusing to buy clothes that go up a size, and then at some point I caved, and I'm 3 or 4 sizes higher than I thought I'd be when I said that. That was years ago. So, yeah, the Numismaniac, I know where you're coming from. Writing with Emotion New Soul is an interesting second channel from this talented singer, songwriter, producer, and performer. They happen to be a beloved and dedicated moderator here in the Superchat family, and they have been for about 4 years now. This channel is getting towards 800 subscribers and very close now. This is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at how Emotion New Soul makes the music that he produces, and we get a better look at the man behind the music as well. On this channel, he also rounds it out with a few shorts videos. These have gotten now into almost 1,000 views, and then live streams are occasional. He might do a reaction video here and there. And then on his original channel, we see that it's an official artist channel, denoted by the musical note there. And Emotion New Soul brings us his original works in music videos. He also occasionally brings us compilations, and those can be either Tiny Desk concerts that are live, or pre-recorded compilations as well. Once in a while, he'll bring a StreamYard panel or something a little bit different, and he rounds out this channel with shorts and reaction videos as well. 1400, 1700 on a couple of these shorts videos. So hopefully everybody will connect with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat. I think Emotion New Soul gave us a little bit of slip of the finger there, and Canadian Family Life's back in the house, and Pete caught that. It happens all the time. I've done it. We've had our cat timed out somebody while they were playing with Kristen's phone one time, but I've done it many times, time people out and things like that. It's all good. And then Canadian Family Life, I'm sure, is here. She might be in and out because she said, it's very late for her. I'm in the Eastern time zone. It's just beyond 11 p.m. for me, but she's at least one time zone earlier. So she's let us know she'll be in and out of the chat. Scratch and PPA, pardon me, is up on the screen. We'll talk about his content in a second here. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So, Scratch and PPA obviously is another beloved and dedicated moderator here, but I describe him as a shining jewel in the Superchat family. Anybody who's been with us for any amount of time know that our moderators here are a tight-knit group. I only add like 1 moderator a year. Haven't done it in a long time since Rambling with the Brooms entered the arena. But Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in 7 years on YouTube now. He's been with Tuberchat pretty much from the beginning, and if you can imagine it, he's literally been here about 700 times for hours at a time. He's here for the whole stream. Cares very deeply about the YouTube journey, those of us in the Tuberchat family, and those surrounding his channel as well. He's got a vibrant community there. You're going to find that if you catch us for one of his premieres. He drops his videos every week with perfect consistency for 3.5 years now, where he brings the Scratch Challenge series of videos, and these drop every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. If you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find a very fast-paced, high-energy live chat. It is a lot of fun to be a part of, and of course, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members over there. What he brings us is lottery ticket scratching. He pits 2 tickets against each other, gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of. And you'll notice that he's had presentation at the forefront of his mind ever since his very first production almost 4 years ago now, where his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by his content in his thumbnails. Not sure if I'm giving my speech the right way here, if I'm making perfect sense, but his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first production. His bright, bold avatar is matched by the content in the thumbnails here, which are also bright and beautiful wonderful. He gives us a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series, and his banners updated every single week, if you can imagine that. Now, Scratch and PPA also happens to be monetized. We can support him with super stickers, super thanks, super chats, and when we get into his content, we see that he really expanded that this year when he took a trip to Italy. He brought us vlogging style shorts, which gave us a look at all the different areas he visited, and some Italian lottery tickets, which we might not have otherwise seen, and his very first live stream as well. So we're hoping for another one, and we always have notification bells on for every single channel. So now we're working on pushing Scratch and PPA towards the 2,200 subscribers we know he's thinking about. Ashley, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. KP Heathen is coming up next, but before that, what we're going to do is take another break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play for you another clip from our new video series, where I've done some interviews that have gone on from 1 hour to 2 hours with each of 4 different creators or sets of creators. And they have all been longtime friends of TuberChat, and all of them have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course, but I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to, I think it was 82, was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
Alright, we're just about back. If 99 Midnight Gamer is still in the house, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll keep an eye out. And then Travel and Gardening with DJ as well. Just let me know if you're still here. Maybe even Together We Travel if you're in the house. So, I'm a little bit late with adding a name onto the wheel, so I'll do that right away. I'll just add 2 right away, and we should have lots of time to get through lots of channels. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like, but we're moving faster than we usually do. KP Heathen's up on the screen right now, bringing us prepping, cooking, and product reviews. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. They put this out right not even an hour ago, which is great to see, and I'll put that in my special playlist I use to keep and get caught up with creators. When we dig through their content, you get an idea of some of the things that they're bringing us, including some of that prepping that we're talking about, right? Just in case it doesn't have to be disaster striking either. It can be simple things like here in I split my time between Niagara Falls and Toronto, but I remember very clearly at least once the power went out for like 3 days. Lots of people will remember that. I think it's 20 years ago now. I think somebody said it was 2003. The whole eastern seaboard of the United States and Canada went out for 3 days. So, when we look at shorts on this channel, we are getting into 2600 and beyond, which is great to see. A little bit of variety to go in line with the rest of their content here as well. So KP Heathen is not only here in Tuber Chat frequently, but I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. So I'd love for you to get some of that support coming back to you. And therefore, I hope everybody will connect with them and push them towards the 600 subscribers they're thinking about. They're literally going to have it any time now. New Devils Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Indiana Backyard Gardener's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. Working on 1,900 subscribers, which is great to see. Not a master gardener, as a lot of our friends will say. They have successes and failures, but they love to learn and share with others, which is a common trait in a lot of our friends that bring us homesteading type content. And I group a lot of channels together when I talk about them. We talk about farming, ranching, gardening, as well as typical homesteading, and then sometimes even fishing, camping, hiking, and other outdoor channels. A lot of these creators not only say, but literally do some of the same things. They want to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. The Numismaniac, forgive me, I talked about your channel earlier, but I didn't in all this time have it on the wheel. I've just put it on there now, so forgive me for that. I've done that a couple times to a few people today, but I think we're caught up. So I got the Numismaniac on the wheel. They're from Edmonton, Alberta. We'll look at their channel soon enough. Indiana Backyard Gardener as well. Let's have a look at what you've got going on for videos here. What I might do is take the featured video that you've got. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list for today because I'm caught up with your newest stuff. And when you feature a video on your channel, it just gives it this prominent appearance, if we want to put it that way. YouTube gives us a few tools to be able to dress up our front page the way we'd like. And then when we look at shorts on this channel, they've gotten into 1,300, 1,700 views, which is great to see. And most of this is in line with the rest of their content by the look of it. But like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel. And then when we look at live streams, hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I said you did one just a few days ago. Looks like you're doing these every week. So if I'm right, you might be due for one tomorrow. And then if you are, just please let me know. If I'm wrong, just correct me. Let me know if you have a schedule that we can plan for. By Indiana Backyard Gardener. It's already been a couple weeks since I caught you, so I'd like to catch another one. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I put Travels and Gardening with DJ on the wheel now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. What we're looking at right now is a special channel featuring art from a creator we already know as Wheat and Shaw. So this is called Wheat's Art. They got 237 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 300. It looks like they're thinking about. And then Indiana Backyard Gardener with a channel we just looked at will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. So I'll try to catch that as well. I'll be working and lurking. I'll be on and off of YouTube all day, but hopefully I'll catch you for that. And Wheat's Art is giving us not only a look at the art that they create, but the tools they use to create that art as well. So when we look at shorts, you get an even better idea from the thumbnails of exactly what we're talking about here. And Wheat's Art is here with us every single stream lately as well. They've gotten into 1,300 and 2,900 views on a couple of these shorts, which is great. And then I'll show you their original channel. Wheat and Shaw is quite comedic more than anything else. The conversation can go anywhere over here. A little bit edgy at times, but they're working on 700 subscribers, which is great. And then they let you know as well that they've got quite a few different things to share in their About section. Shorts give us a look at some of what they're doing with 3,900 and 5,000 views already on a couple of these, which is great. And then when we get into live streams, we see they're live occasionally. They've got one set up for later in the month, but they tend to bring these out every few days, as we can see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Wheat and Shaw and his art channel, Wheat's Art. And again, this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get CNS Travel happening. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So CNS Travel is easy to find. Their handle is the same as their channel name. They're working on their first 100 subscribers right now. But the thing we always want to do is search, find, and click on each other's names, right? So if you don't find it right away, you just want to dig through your filters there like you saw me do to tell YouTube you're looking for a channel instead of the basic results. You can use the handle if you want to, but the more we search, find, and click on each other, the more we're going to rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels, if that makes any sense. So Warm Strong Adventures also is coming in with over-the-top generosity, gifting a membership there to a brand new channel in the chat, New Devils Gaming. We'll be happy to have that. If they're still with us, I'll put them on the wheel right away. So New Devils Gaming, if you're still here, just please let me know. And then Warm Strong Adventures, we're going to look at their channel next, because we always put membership gifters and super chatters on the screen right away. Warm Strong Adventures, Bill has been known to do that time and time again. CNS Travel is up on the screen right now. You can see they're collaborating with friends of ours. I actually caught Sea Legs Journey for a live stream, I think it was earlier today. And they collaborate with other creators as well. We'll dig through their content in a second. They're enthusiastic about creating memories with loved ones and assisting us in creating memories that will last a lifetime as well. I see they posted quite a few videos in the last couple of weeks. I don't know why my red line is not all the way across on this, so I'm going to put this in my catch-up list again. That occasionally happens. I think it's when I'm flipping through accounts, if I'm letting a playlist run as opposed to watching. And then I'm just going to grab the latest video and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well, and that'll give me a chance to catch up with the latest thing that you've brought out here. Carnival Vista, Hidden Ship Coin, and Sneak Peek. They've got quite a bit going on in that video by the look of it. I'll look forward to that. About a year and a half ago, it's getting closer to 2 years. After the summer, it'll be about 2 years. But we had this influx of travel and cruising channels come through the Superchat family, and we hadn't been able to see a lot of this footage for a couple of years there. So it's great that we've got such a vibrant community sharing right now. And then shorts on the channel have already gotten into 1,700 views and beyond, which is great to see. And then live streams as well. They've done a couple of these a few months ago. We'll see if they're going to do these again. And we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So Warmstrong Adventures gifted a membership. I've put New Devils Gaming onto the wheel right now, and we'll look at Warmstrong Adventures in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Warmstrong Adventures is Bill, and I see them on just about every day. They are incredibly active. First of all, with their own channel, but also collaborating with others. And Warmstrong Adventures, if you don't mind reminding me, I know I've asked you probably 3 times now, I don't mean to forget, how many cruises you've been on. Because I talk about him actually, like off of YouTube, when I say to people about what, people ask like, oh, what do you do on YouTube, right? And I describe the TuberChat channel to somebody who like has no channel of their own. It's a bit of a convoluted story, but I'll say like, we get into everything from lottery ticket scratching to cruises and things, or if cruising comes up in general. I was lucky enough to work on a cruise ship once before, but I say like, when I think about the, we call it the snowbird lifestyle here in Canada, and what that means is that you live in Canada for 1 day longer than 6 months out of the year, and then most people will head to the States, like let's say Florida, for another almost 6 months. And my grandparents did that, so that's why I think about it all the time. But as I get older and older, I start to think about the idea of doing the same thing. But for somebody like me who aspires to go on cruises, because I truly loved it, I recommend it to anybody anytime I talk about vacationing and things like that. But wouldn't it be wonderful if you lived in a city with a cruise port where it literally, like, if they do a sale on a cruise, it's $800, you can say like, oh, okay, let's go, if you're able to. Whereas if I want to go on an $800 cruise from Canada, it costs me about $3,000 because I got to think about a flight, which can't be less than $1,000 going anywhere almost. And I'm talking Canadian, but still. Then you get into the cruise, you might have to stay in a hotel the day before and after. Think about a car rental and all this other stuff. So Warmstrong Adventures has been on 50 cruises, if you can imagine that. And that is, I'm going to try to remember this time, but that is a fantastic number. So you're sure to know that this creator is a wealth of knowledge. But not just because of his own experience. Warmstrong Adventures gets involved with lots of other creators. You're going to see that right away in the thumbnails with a lot of other familiar faces. And he does meetups on cruise ships and everything else. Here we go with a thumbnail right there. So he not only has his own experience to draw from, but the stories that are told from friends that he's made along the way in the cruising and travel community, which I think is just fantastic. So Warmstrong Adventures is now working on 1,900 subscribers. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. Shorts on their channel as well feature mostly in line with the same content they're bringing us regarding travel and cruising, with a small bit of variety, getting into 10,000 and 11,000 views, and then live streams as well. So Bill is known, like I said, to be on a lot of other channels or have a lot of other creators collaborate with him, and is another creator who has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since knowing us here in the TuberChat family, and it's beyond a year and a half now, but it could be getting on a couple of years. Have Cheetah Will View, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. He's been with us pretty much from the beginning. He might be a friend of 4 years now. Natalia Bellin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Good to see you in the house. And for anybody that's brand new today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description to let you know how you can get the most value out of the time you spend here and how to meet new friends and family members in our chats. So Reese Blissful Connections is coming up. We're just going to take another quick break. This one will just be 3.5 minutes. I'm laughing at Pete. I'm laughing at what Pete's doing here. Yes, it's a hot mic, but I giggle when I read the chat sometimes when we're on a break if I don't step away. Yeah, I'm usually not running streams quite this late. So thank you for that. Have Cheetah will view. I typically will try not to start later than 9 p.m. Eastern. And I only do that if I have to. And then some of you will notice, but I try to mix those things up. So since we're doing such a late one on Sunday, this time, the next time we do one on Sunday, I'll try to do it earlier. The ideal time, based on our analytics, will say about 3 in the afternoon, especially on Saturday and things like that. But most of you know I just go when I can go, between full-time work, Tuber Chat takes its toll, and then family obligations and things like that. We've got to move things around and go on. Usually at least 3 times a week. I don't often make 4 anymore. But that just has to do with the work season. Most of you know we've been whining and complaining about the heat all summer, myself more than anybody else. But that means that there's a lot of work for somebody like me to be able to do. I work outdoors a few days a week. So when things ease up in the fall, I'll be able to be on a little bit more. Maybe we'll get back to an average of 4 streams a week, but we'll see. And I try not to make them too late, but it also makes it a little more manageable when we're on at this time. We expect to be back on Wednesday. I might find myself in an opportunity to do one in the day, but I'm unsure right now. It'll be a late one only if it has to. If not, we'll do it in the afternoon. I'll make it a pop-up, of course. Saturday, we expect to be on, and I'll probably do that one very early. So we'll see. But hopefully everybody's got the notification bell on. And then for our silver and gold members, I have community posts that go out when the streams start as well to try to give you a chance not to miss them. And then Ree's Blissful Connections is up on the screen right now. And I wondered if Pete would like that. Yes, I put a poll up for Scratch and Pete PA. Hopefully everybody here has caught his premieres and will on Tuesday. We're hoping for a big win. I think I did not put $1 million as I forget what I put on there as the highest win. But I know, I think our scratch lottery tickets in Ontario only go up to $1 million. I could be very wrong because I don't scratch a lot of tickets. I usually get them given here and there for like birthday, Christmas, stuff like that as a fun thing. Only once in a while will I buy one if I see something that's really catches my eye, like a Tetris game or a Pac-Man game. I tend to go for those pop culture video game type things. And then, I forgot Zero. Yeah, no way. Nope. Scratch and PPA needs to be up for the year. And it's going to take at least $100 to get that done, I think, by now. So we're hoping. So Ree's Blissful Connections is up on the screen right now. They've got over 1,400 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,500. They're thinking about. Yeah, no, we want big wins. Only $100 or more. I think anybody would be happy with a $100 win. $10. I mean, I know any amount of money is always a bonus, and this and that. In Canada, I spend. Kristen and I share a couple of the lotteries. I play one that's on Wednesday and Saturday. She plays one that's on Tuesday and Friday. Together, they cost. Just under $20, let's say, between the two of us or whatever. So a $10 win is kind of like, okay, well, it paid our tickets for the week, but that's just about it. Still good, but $100 is where we start to get excited, I think, right? And then a multi-ticket Tuesday will be an interesting idea as well. So Scratch and PPA posts with perfect consistency. Hopefully everybody here will catch them. I'll close out the poll in a few minutes so we can see what everybody said. Ree's Blissful Connections is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She supports all of my channels, actually. This creator comes to us as a professional educator and homeschooling mom. I'm just going to grab her latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. The content on this channel is interesting. Once in a while we get variety. But most often it has to do with professional education and homeschooling, ideas of organization, goal setting, and things like this. When we look back on the channel over Christmas, they split things up and did a self-care Vlogmas series, which was interesting to see. And then when we dig through the older content, we see they started with that professional education type idea. Shorts on the channel bring more variety, like most creators in the Superchat family, but they've gotten into 1,100, 2,600, 4,900 views and beyond. So that's great, and we'll be happy to see those grow. As the channel grows, we'd love to push them towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. And then, yes, a win is always better than a loss. So let's see sometimes I let them go longer, but let's see what everybody had to say here. What's the prediction for Tuesday? So we're looking for $1 million. Has Scratch and PPA got a ticket? Did I put $1 million, or is it 100,000 that I put? Maybe I put only 100,000 there. Yeah, Scratch and PPA's often got tickets that are 100,000. 10,000 probably on every ticket as a potential. I don't think he's done one that's less. I might have seen one for 5,000, but I bet you that those have multi-opportunities to win. And, we're just having fun here right now. I usually do polls that have nothing to do with YouTube itself, just for fun in the chat. But Scratch and PPA really contemplated what he was going to do before he did it. I knew him as PA. I believe he came to us in the Superchat family through another channel. And eventually changed his name to Scratch and PPA, started up the channel. And if you go back now, all the original videos are there, including a trailer that he made to talk about what he was going to do. And to this day, he brings us the Scratch Challenge, which is cool. And when I had even started the Superchat channel, which is 4 years ago now, I didn't realize how big lottery ticket scratching was as a genre and category on YouTube until after we started meeting creators, either through Scratch and PPA or through lottery ticket scratching in general, that started to come into the Superchat family, if that makes sense, where I started to realize how big that genre is and full of generous creators as well. So I've still got Ree's Blissful Connections up here right now. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. We looked at Scratch and PPA's channel earlier today, and then we're going to look at the Numismaniac in a moment. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We're down to 6 names on the wheel right now, so I'll take it one by one, but it's time to start adding names to the wheel from our chat list in a second. I'm going to put 99 Midnight Gamer on there right now, and then we'll take it one by one after that. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged over the course of the stream, but even though it takes a long time to get onto the wheel in most cases, it is very possible for somebody who's only been here for 20 minutes or 30 minutes to get farther up the list than somebody who's been here for a couple of hours based on how much conversation you're having in the chat. And I've got a robot that keeps track of that called Streamlabs in the background. Now, the Numismaniac's doing a special coin challenge on their channel right now, and I hope everybody will check this out. I'm going to grab not their latest video, but this giveaway video here. This is a it looks like it's a Happy Mail video actually for the Numismaniac. Rebecca Touched by Yarn is a longtime friend here, and I'm always happy to see this kind of generosity between creators. So I'll be interested to see what happened there. The Numismaniac's going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. They come to us from Edmonton, Alberta, and have ever since finding the Tuberchat family a couple of years ago been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. It might even be 3 years now. It's longer than I think. When we get into shorts on this channel, they bring a lot more variety, but some of that famous Canadian winter weather there as well. So they've gotten into 1,700 views on one of these, which is great to see. I think that one still gets views trickling in as well. And then live streams on the channel. This is the Skipper, as we know him on the channel. And he's got a lot of StreamYard panels where he introduces us to other creators. They're often talking about numismatics, collectibles, and a lot of community service and things like that they get involved in. Now, the Numismaniac is getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, so we'd love to push them towards that milestone. And I'm going to show you another channel from this creator. Santa Claus North Pole Canada is where this particular creator brings the opportunity to have messages sent to and from Santa Claus, including bringing Christmas in July to people who can really benefit from that around this time. So it's great to see even more generosity coming from this creator. And 293 subscribers. We'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they're thinking about. And this channel becomes more active typically between November and December, right after the Halloween season or around there. But it's interesting to know that they're active right now and positively influencing others as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with both Santa Claus North Pole Canada and the Numismaniac, and I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I've got Fairbrick Studio on the wheel. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Precious Gems is coming up right now, and we got to make sure we get the right channel when we look for them. Our Precious Gems is the same handle as the name. This creator is bringing us usually animations with music. Looks like they've got another couple of visuals for us to see here. I'm just going to grab the latest video they've got, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. They post frequently, almost every day. You can see they've got over 1,100 videos, which is great. They've been a long-time friend as well. They're here with us frequently. And then they got some shorts on their channel as well that bring more variety, but have already gotten into 10,000 and 14,000 views. So I hope everybody will connect with Precious Gems, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We're moving a little bit faster now, and we'll get to another channel. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Travels and Gardening with DJ is up on the screen as well. This is another creator who's here with us frequently. They've got over 1,100 subscribers, so we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 we know that they're thinking about. And when we look through their channel, we see a lot of travel and garden type content. This creator gives us updates all the time, letting us know where the channel is headed, the direction they're going to take with their videos. They mix things up, and then they've got some shorts here as well. These have gotten into 1,600, 1,800 views and beyond. You get an idea of some of the variety that they're bringing to us. Travels and Gardening with DJ. I know they have a second channel as well. I got to get back into showing everybody featured channels, because I'd like to recommend to everybody to put the when you have more than one channel, to feature your second channel on your first channel's front page, if that makes any sense. And the reason why is because you'd be surprised how many people will follow you when they know you've got more than one channel. So I'll show you what I mean here. At the bottom of the Superchat front page, you see our copyright-free music channel that is featured. And thank you so much, Scratch and PPA. I don't know why on earth I couldn't remember that. It's not a difficult name. But Entertainment and More with DJ, I'm going to put up right now. So thanks, Scratch and PPA, again for that. And we'll see if they've changed the name of the channel. No, here it is. Entertainment and More with DJ. 37 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards their first 100. Let me also copy the handle into the chat. They're here with us just about every day. And then when we look at the content here, we see more variety. They let us know they're expecting arts, crafts, baking, cooking, and more. And it looks like they take us for some outdoor adventures as well. I'm just going to grab the latest video from a couple days ago. I know it's quite short. I'll put that in my catch-up list. Just for everybody in the chat, keep in mind when we're connecting with each other, we always want to be looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer, if possible. Whenever you find a channel that doesn't have 3-minute videos, my recommendation is to go through 2 or 3 of them. But almost every channel in the Superchat family has 3-minute videos somewhere if we take a moment to dig. Shorts on this channel have gotten into hundreds of views as well, which is great. So hopefully everybody will connect with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I'll spin the wheel again. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Fairbrick Studios coming up. This is another creator who's here with us frequently, almost every stream. Fairbrick Studios shown generosity in a few different ways. They came in and right away were supporting other creators like crazy. When I dig through their video, when they first came into the Superchat family, they were supporting other creators. like crazy right away, but they were with us frequently. They've sent extra help over to me personally because they got me playing one of the video games they play on their channel. They started with Lego stop motion videos, and they continue to do some Lego videos today. Lots of video gameplay, like this Lego Tower game, which is what I was talking about. They've got others on the channel as well. Once in a while, they'll do a different type of video here. They're chasing watch hours, so they're doing some lengthy videos as premieres. And then as well, when we look at shorts, we see they've done really well over here, getting into 17,000, 19,000 views. And then live streams on the channel are an idea for the future, so we'll keep an eye on them. For that, we've got the notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. And I see Have Cheetah of You saying they've got a few 3-minute videos. Yes, because most of what they do are interviews that go on for at least an hour or longer. I've been with them a couple of times on their channel, actually, and they talk to a lot of very influential people from a few different industries, but a lot of people involved in film. It could be actors and actresses, it could be producers and writers and things like that. But you'll find that when you get to Have Cheetah of You. So what I'm going to do right now is go on another break. We'll come back in 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play for you another clip from our video podcast interview series now that's been released on the Superchat channel. All of these conversations go on in an interview style for an hour to 2 hours. They're all longtime friends of Superchat, and they all have long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Superchat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group. And there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back, you know. Mm-hmm. So always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways, but they will know somebody that's scale modeling and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as, when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in the weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of
there you go,
you know, and so that I've put back in, because remember, I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that, I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here, and you've doubled that number. You're still growing now. So
it's very slow growth, because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah.
And I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So even though, but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back, and now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back, but I needed the break. I really did. You know, and I think YouTube have cottoned onto this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But you know, we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yep,
definitely
improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. You know, it really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. Like, you know, it's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure. Pardon me. I keep making that mistake over and over and over again. It's just a matter of hitting a button on my stream deck here, which I will show you, and I keep forgetting to push that button. So, thank you everybody for your patience. I've put another couple of channels onto the wheel. I believe Have Cheetah Will View is still with us. Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica might still be here. Just please say anything at all in the chat if you're here. And then Six Bows is back, is also a member, so I've got them on the wheel. Then yeah, Lewis Acre Farm Karma. The other thing too, spelling mistakes sometimes is the thing. I have an email set up for Superchat, but I rarely check. If there's something there that, I see a notification or something, I might look. But there's so many notifications that come from YouTube and this and that. Almost everybody reaches out on Instagram, if not another network. Pardon me, but I do go in there once in a blue moon just to see, in case somebody has emailed. But I wonder how many other creators might do the same thing, like set up an email for their YouTube channel, but then not check. or very often. So it's an idea. The other social networks, I find Instagram to be like the thing today for communication. I was always a big fan of Facebook, but Instagram kind of took over. I know Facebook owns Instagram. TikTok I'm not very active on, and then Twitter occasionally. So let's look at 99 Midnight Gamer. I believe they've been here twice before. And pardon me, right before we talk about their content, have Cheetah will view. I closed the poll out a while ago. It said, if I remember right, at least 33% of the people said they wanted Pete to win 100,000. And then I think 10,000 was the second most popular. And pardon me, I've forgotten now because it's long flown past in the chat. I refresh my window every time we go on break when I remember. So I lose all the history of the... pardon me. I lose all the history for the chat, basically, for now while we're in here. And then, Butler Family Farm has a couple emails just for YouTube. Just for the sake of saying it, it's something someday I really got to put a lot of thought into to make a proper idea for how we can deal with security on YouTube. But one of the best suggestions is not to use the same email on your About page that you use to log into your YouTube account, if that makes any sense. So for those of us who are already set up, it might be too late if you've already done that and things like that. It can be a real headache to try to switch emails and things like that. But the idea basically is that you want for communication to have an email that is only for that purpose. So you put that out on the internet, let people email you to an email that doesn't control anything else. We see too many people have lost either YouTube channels or especially Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts and things like that because people can hack in and things like that, and email is usually the key. So, 99 Midnight Gamer, a brand new channel for Superchat. Now, I usually don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, and I always look for videos that are over 3 minutes when I'm connecting here with a creator. So what I'm going to do is take this 30-minute video, I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch that video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, gameplay video, then I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, put the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next up is going to be everybody's BFF, Butler Family Farm. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Also, I imagine people would find it to be odd that it took me a long time to really get into Instagram because I'd been on Facebook. I've been in social media from the beginning and enthused by it. Let's just say an enthusiast in the truest sense of the word. So I've been there for Friendster and MySpace and YouTube. Not quite from the beginning. I was late to YouTube as well. But Facebook was the thing for a long, long time. And Instagram took me a while to become the #1 for me for communication, but it just has been now for at least a couple of years, probably since the beginning of Superchat for the last 4 years. I still got quite a few people on Facebook, but not everybody connects in that way, right? Instagram's a little less personal, let's just say, because we make our handle, even if it's your name or whatever, but there's barriers there, whereas Facebook, allows a little bit too much personal information to be put out there. Now, I understand when people don't want a lot of personal information on the internet. For me, it's far too late. I've been on since I was 15, 16 years old. So I wanted to make sure I would be the easiest person in the world to find. So it's too late to go back on that now. The internet is written in ink, right? Butler Family Farm is up on the screen right now. This is Jerry and Susan, and they share the camera work on their channel while they look after 116 acres of farmland with a lot of livestock there. They got bees on the farm for the second year now. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as a few cats and dogs. But they literally bring us both indoors and outdoors to show us all that they have to do to look after everything around their farm and property. And sometimes Jerry's working in the shop, sometimes they bring us into their home, and most often they're outdoors here. They got shorts on the channel as well that fall in line with the rest of their content, getting into 10,000, 12,000, and 25,000 views. They're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they are live every Monday night on schedule. So they'll be on again tomorrow. Yes, at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. And then they've got a couple set up for later in the month. So they got one for next week already. And that one looks like it's going to be a StreamYard panel where anybody can come up. I joined them a couple of months ago on their channel for a couple of hours. And then they've got a wedding anniversary, a 40th wedding anniversary coming up as well. When we look at Butler Family Farm, we see as well, like I said, 116 acres. When we dig through the live streams, they do this in video as well, but you get a look at the fact that they introduce us to a lot of other creators. There's Gail's Southern Living. She was with us earlier today. StreamYard panels are frequent, but this couple of creators will also head out hundreds of miles away, literally to in real life meetups with anywhere up to 80 channels worth of creators and supporters. And they usually live stream that or take a video and give us an opportunity to get to know a lot of other YouTube creators that are friends as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm, everybody's BFF, another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated couple of supporters. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica is coming up right now, and I see Roadhog is in the house. Good to see you here. When we look at Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica, this is a channel that has been a friend of Superchat. I forget how long now, but it's got to be well over a year. It could be longer. But they make occasional appearances here, so I can see I'm behind. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and what that will give me a chance to do is catch up with the channel a small bit. We can see that they bring a lot of variety here with interesting stories and opinions as well. When we get into shorts on the channel, we see that they've gotten into 2,600 and even 6,100 views, which is great to see. Lots of outdoor content, a little bit indoors as well, and then live streams seem to be occasional. Once every month or two they come on. They might be due for another live stream shortly, but they're doing well with subscribers, which is great to see, and some of those shorts might be helping that out. So hopefully everybody will connect with Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I am Betty J Gathers. I've been feeling bad because I've been missing. I caught her a few days ago, but I've been missing the last couple. And the thing is, I end up seeing her on Facebook, though. So when we're talking about these social networks and everything, I believe I see her post on Facebook. I'm not on scrolling all the time, especially on Instagram and Facebook. Once in a while, I go to Twitter. Like, obviously yesterday there was an unfortunate incident, and that, of course, I go right to Twitter to see, first of all, whether it's even true. But thank goodness it could have been worse, of course, right? But when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, so I'm on many times a day. I might check Instagram 10 to 20 times a day, Facebook 5 to 10 times a day, but I'm really just clearing notifications. So you see the first few posts that come up. If I've got a second, I might scroll through. But I've been seeing I am Betty J Gather. So it's great to use the outside social networks to promote your videos as well in your channel. New Devils Gaming is another brand new channel. Now, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your channel. I'm going to take one of your videos here. You got quite a bit of variety. Most of your videos are quite short, but I see a lot of variety here. I'm going to take your fireworks video and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that fireworks video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So spin the wheel. We got another channel ready to go. It looks like it's going to be Lewis Acre Farm Karma. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Lewis Acre Farm Karma has 272 subscribers now. She occasionally might be found with her husband Logan here. They give us quite a bit of information about what we can expect for their channel in southwest Idaho, mostly outdoor content on this homesteading type channel. When we look through their videos, we see they post frequently. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That's from a few days ago. Surprised I didn't see that earlier. And then when we get into shorts videos on this channel, we're going to see that these have gotten into 1,500, 2,500, even 6,100 views, which is great to see. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator goes live frequently, usually once a week. So it looks like they got one set up, not for to Monday, but for next week. So we'll see if they might do one tomorrow. Meet Me Monday is a series they've had going on for a while. It's been a few weeks since I've caught you, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one. I got the notification on for this. We always set notifications for everything we see, even though we have the notification bell on for the channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Dolores, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Stephen, Tina, Jewel have been added to the wheel. Let's spin the wheel right now. We're going to go on another break right now. I think what we'll do is we'll make this one a quick one. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back and look at 6 Bows is back. All right, we're just about back. Six Bows is back, is up right now. I think I caught them this morning for a live stream. I forget if it was today or yesterday, but I think it was today. And then Midnight Game, 99 Midnight Gamer. We saw your name a while ago. I did put you on the wheel, I think an hour ago. Your channel came up, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, something like that. You can always go back, see the replay, see what I had to say. But when I see a channel for the first time, I don't talk about their content yet. I just talk about the fact that they're brand new, and I will be watching one of your videos. I put one into a special playlist, and then I'll make sure that I get to that by the time we're on again. We expect to do a stream on Wednesday, although I'm uncertain right now, and then again on Saturday. Pardon me. And then Wonder Logo channel, that is Kid Wonder. So I'll get him onto the wheel. He happens to be a gold member. He's usually holding a couple of memberships or more on this channel. Frequently, Kid Wonder's been with me for about 5 years now. And he's got a variety of channels. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. They might have just been peeking in. It's very late for a lot of channels, so I appreciate everybody being here. Oh, Lewis Acre Farm Karma. I must have caught that. Yeah, forgive me. I must have caught that. I'm not sure, by accident. Yeah, even I would be confused right this second because it's Monday for me, because it's past midnight now, but not for everybody. So I could be mistaken. It's best always to double check, but I've made a million mistakes as well when it comes to scheduling things. And, you know, I have had premieres I've put out and not shown up for and stuff like that. Just silliness. Six Bows is back, is a longtime dear friend. She might have been with us for 4 years. It's got to be getting close by now, 3 anyway. She's doing really well at 4,700 subscribers. Now, you know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. She's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Just grabbing the latest video that she's put out a few days ago. This creator will bring us into her home as well as out on the road. Sometimes she brings us to work as well, and she's moved around a little bit over the last few years. This creator really gives us a look into her life. She is always energetic, always enthusiastic, and incredibly supportive. Not to mention, she, when I see her out supporting other creators, she always gets involved in the conversation in the chat. So I know a lot of us, even myself included, you know, we're hopping into a lot of premieres, live streams, and things like that. We go in, we say hello, and then may or may not engage with the conversation, depending on what's going on. But when you connect with Six Bows is back, you will find somebody who will absolutely be take interest in your content. Now, this creator's done spectacularly well with a few shorts. It's been a while since I've seen this, but this is great. 14,000, 17,000, 28,000, and even 84,000 on one of the shorts videos, which is great to see. It's probably led to a bit of the channel's rapid growth. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well, so I caught her last week and this week again. She goes live sporadically, so like I said, she might be outdoors, she might be taking us to work, she might be on an adventure, or she might bring us into the home. She does a lot of cooking, as you can imagine, as a mother already of 6, I think it's 6 girls, isn't it, right? And then another on the way very soon. Not sure if that's going to be a girl. I don't know if you've announced that or not, or if you know. But Six Bows is back, has been a longtime friend, and always brings fun into everything she does. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Dolores, thank you for renewing that membership. She's been a member before. I've got them on the wheel now. And Wonder Logo channel. So this is an interesting one because this is brand new from a creator that we have known and loved for 5 years. Kid Wonder, and I'll show you a couple more of his channels in a second here. Kid Wonder has been a friend of mine for 5 years now. One of the first creators that I met after already being on YouTube for a couple years in the small YouTuber community. And it's interesting to see that they're still coming around after 700 episodes of Tuber Chat as often as they can to support others. They're actually here fairly frequently. But Kid Wonder was so supportive to me and to us when I was starting the Tuber Chat channel that he was actually the first creator selected out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat. So I hope everybody will connect with him. This is a different kind of channel when we look at Wonder Logo channel. Lots of these videos are quite short, so we just want to make sure we get through a few of these if we're going to use them to connect. But I'm going to show you Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. This channel's gone through many changes over the years. But this channel is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Kid Wonder, like I said, has been a dear friend for a long time. You'll meet more friends and family members over there. He's always got StreamYard panels going on in a vibrant community after all these years, of course. Lots of shout outs for other creators here. But Kid could be in the house. He could be out on an adventure. Could be giving us some updates or a chance to get to know him. He's got shorts on the channel that have gotten into 1,400, 2,900 views and beyond, and then live streams are frequent. Lots of StreamYard panels here, like I was saying. Now, I'm just going to show you one more of his channels for now, but if we look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, we will see Kid Wonder and Rosie's gaming and live stream. I've actually collaborated with this creator on their channel. They play this 8-ball pool game that we see right here, and that's something I was playing on my phone years ago. Once in a while, I guess I'll open it up. It's been a long time now. But I had noticed that on his channel, and since we'd already been friends on YouTube for a long time, I said, hey, we should play one time. And then I caught him one day after he just started a stream. So we played for about an hour, and you can see that on his channel if you search for Tuber Chat. He's got 1,600 views on one of these shorts, which is great to see, and he mixes up the video gameplay here, of course, along with some more live streams, and these can be either StreamYard panels or video gameplay. So hopefully everybody will connect with Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder, Kid Wonder and Rosie's gaming and live stream, and his new Wonder Logo channel. And I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Cabaret Gaming's in the house. I caught him for a live stream earlier today as well. It's been a while. And thank you, 99 Midnight Gamer. So Jessie Miller Unboxings and More drops a premiere every Sunday. So I was lucky to catch her earlier today. She does a lot of unboxing videos, some of which are from subscription services that we've likely all heard about. And she does a bunch of different variety, but sometimes she gets things sent to her, and then sometimes it's just a haul type video, or she talks about things like junk journals and crafting and shows us the things she creates with some of the things she receives. So when we look at Jessie Miller Unboxings and More, we see a thorough job done of a lot of the unboxings. She really goes through the detail of each of the products, regardless of what kind of a box it is that she's what kind of a collection she's unboxing. So when we dig through the shorts, we get an idea because we see some of the products here and a lot of variety. So snacks, there could be jewelry, there's bath and beauty products, there's stationery, and much more. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jessie Miller Unboxings and More. You'll see for yourself what I'm talking about. She is now well over 2,000 subscribers, almost at 2,100. She always does celebrations when she hits those major milestones. She goes live every month or so, sometimes a little more often, and does a great job of keeping up with the chat. But she's an enthusiastic and dynamic creator, and hopefully, like I said, everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I know you will. The thing about Jessie Miller Unboxings and More is her support for me and for us has increased over the years. I've been friends with her for almost 4 years now. She supports all of my channels, but I see her more and more often as time goes on, and that is a really tough thing to have happen when you start following hundreds of other channels. It gets harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. As long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see that every day when we talk about channels here. We'll talk about Steve and Tina Jewell in a second. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Living Large with L Crew, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it can be tough when I'm doing pop-ups all the time. I really don't put a schedule out there. Silver and Gold members will see a community post that will come out as the live stream starts. But I played around with a lot of different ideas and settings and things like that to kind of find the sweet spot where we're always busy but not overwhelmed here. But we mix up the days and times regardless. Right now we're expecting to be back on Wednesday, hopefully in the day, possibly at night, and then Saturday probably very early, but we'll have to see. Steve and Tina Jewell are here. Steve and Tina, originally from Tanzania, and then they moved to Vancouver, so fellow Canadians here. I'm behind with their videos, but I'm going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. A lot of outdoor content here, but they give us a chance to get to know them, and when we get into the live streams, we'll get a chance to head indoors with them. Shorts on the channel have done really well. 13,000, 18,000, one at 42,000. And then live streams as well. So like I said, they bring us into their home usually for a chance to get to know them. I see they've actually done a few outdoor live streams, which is cool. I could be mistaken about what I'm thinking here. When did I last catch them? I must have caught them a couple weeks ago. It doesn't want to roll over. Here they are. Yes, they do. They bring us into their homes for a chance to get to know them. Outdoor live streams, I guess, are more frequent as they're experimenting with the new live system that's bringing vertical lives as well, which we've seen pushed a little bit, which is great to see also. Hopefully we'll push them towards the 5,000 subscribers they're now thinking about, and they've been longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in the Superchat family. Ashley's back in the house. Good to have you back in the chat. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Looks like have Cheetah Views coming up. This is Patrick. He's a long time friend. He's actually been with me since before Superchat was even a thought. If I remember correctly, he supports all of my channels as well, and I've actually collaborated with him a couple of times. We've done interviews over there. One of the interviews was one of the best performing for a long time. When you dig through his channel, especially for these live streams, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces here because he's got a lot of actors, actresses, and other influencers from different industries, a lot from film. But Patrick's done hundreds and hundreds of live streams. He's also a blogger. This creator's got 1,400 videos in total on the channel. Let me dig through a couple of these live streams here. I'm just going to set notifications for everything we see, even though we've got notification bells on for every channel. And then I'm just going to do a quick search here. I haven't looked in a while to see how well these videos did. Oh, you didn't delete them, did you? Oh, he might have put it as one word. There they are. Yeah, I couldn't imagine he would have deleted them. Oh, I forgot, I've actually been on there 3 times. Yes, he had Huntophobia on, and I moderated that conversation. I'm laughing because I remember this as well. Sometimes if creators, it's not a disagreement, it's just that when they have different opinions about something, it can be taken off guard, and I remember that clearly here in that interview. But that was really cool because I've been out with Huntophobia on a few paranormal investigations, and then Patrick invited me up here again for the third time when Huntophobia was on. So that was cool. Forgive me for forgetting that. I must have mentioned that a few times. And then a couple of different interviews here. So you can see one of these did really well. The other one did okay, but that was fun. And Have Cheetah Will View always does a great job. His series is usually called 8 Questions, although the conversation can go anywhere and usually goes on much longer. I'm behind with your videos, Patrick. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up the smallest amount. He's got some shorts over here as well. These have now gotten into 1,100, 1,900 views and beyond. And if you follow Patrick, you're going to find DVD hauls just about every week between his different social media. And then live streams are frequent. So I'm not sure he's on every day, but pretty close to it. Yeah, several times a week. And hopefully everybody will help push this creator towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. What we're going to do right now, though, is we'll take a break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back. I'm going to play one more clip from our interview series for you. And these are conversations that have gone on with friends of ours here in the Superchat family that have been with us a few years. Each conversation is about an hour or two long. And then all of these creators have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. So Edna, thank you for all of this. You mentioned comments earlier quickly, and that's one of the things that comes up in every interview. Of course, we're going to talk about likes, views. Pardon me for 1 second because I already played that clip, so forgive me. That's from our 4th episode, but I'm going to play you a couple creators we hadn't heard from yet today. You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there. And now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was, I think, your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was pushed to the back.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well. So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link in it to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together. So we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they performed the way they done were pushed to the back. But how we felt from how we were watching our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check your analytics out regularly. It does help. And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel. Because you get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well. Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even scrolling up and down and how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not go with YouTube's policies. We have a lot of fun with pranking each other and stuff like that. what we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or like pranks was that like skyrockets for us.
Wow.
But if we do like say like a trend of meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that like shorts really help us have like them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're like, I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh and then just go that direction with it and just come up with crazy stuff then.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to talk about I Am Betty J Gathers in a quick second here. And then what I'm going to mention, though, Ashley in the chat is just talking about shorts. So the best I can do is give you opinion based on what I've seen from other people. I've only put out, I forget if it's 50 or 60 shorts or something like that myself. A couple of them have gotten to, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 views, but I haven't had that success of 10,000, 100,000, and a million and things like that. But we have seen that from a few creators, many here in the Tuber Chat family. Actually, I Am Betty J Gathers has lots of shorts that have gotten into 10,000 each. You see that here on her page, lots at 6,000, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, right? Now, the suggestions I can give is shorts work best when along the lines of the long form content on a channel with a niche or category. So for the best example, I could use a gaming channel or a lottery ticket scratching channel, right? Because they might be doing videos of gameplay or videos of lottery ticket scratching. They might be doing live streams of video gameplay or lottery ticket scratching, and then shorts videos lend themselves perfectly to channels like that. Now, that's not to say that those are the only channels that will have success. We've seen success in shorts from lots of different creators in every kind of genre, including a lot of variety channels. The suggestions that I do have, though, are to experiment a lot with different types of videos, and I mean shorts, and different titles. You can always change the title on a video after it's posted, and then that might breathe new life into that video. You can always post your videos as private first, go through the YouTube details page in the YouTube studio and fill out all the information the same way you would for any other video, with a long description, lots of tags. You can put hashtags in there as well, and give the system a chance to have your video percolate in the algorithm or in the recommendation engine so that it knows where to push it out when it's time. And then put your videos out on schedule if you can. If you catch something that's timely, of course you want to get it out as fast as you can. But even I've been guilty of just like pointing the camera at some fireworks, or pointing the camera at some traffic or a duck crossing the street, and hoping for thousands of views, and it typically doesn't happen frequently. So the other thing I can suggest is putting production value into your shorts videos. Most of us, when we make a video, edit and put special effects, even if it's just those simple things that say give a thumbs up and subscribe, or we put end screens on them and things like that. You can do most of those things with a shorts video as well. Add some animation. It doesn't have to be just one thing for 15 seconds or 60 seconds. Scratch and PPA in the chat has brought us vlogging style shorts, where he'll show many different things in one shorts video, and I think that can be helpful. He's got a few that are into thousands of views as well. There are AI tools out there now as well that will give us the opportunity to run a video through their system, and it will basically spit out 10 shorts for you with titles that they think will do well. So anybody's free to experiment with that stuff. I haven't put as much focus into shorts myself personally as I probably could have. I have a personal channel where I just do variety, but it's way back burner compared to Superchat and everything else, as everybody who knows me knows. But these are just ideas. But if you have a look at, for instance, I Am Betty J Gathers that we're going to talk about right now, you're going to see that this creator, like I said, has done really well with shorts. So maybe there's a lesson to be learned there. Blessed to Crochet, let me get your channel onto the wheel with Dolores there. I don't think we looked at Blessed to Crochet yet today. And I'll spin in another moment. So I Am Betty J Gathers is an enthusiastic and dynamic creator who's been a longtime friend of TuberChat, probably about 4 years. Deshaun on the track, good to see you in the house. When we look at I Am Betty J Gathers' channel, she typically wants to talk about living a best life over 60, but I find that all of her content can be related to just about anybody. She's always fun, always laughing, always smiling, always welcoming when you join her for live streams. She keeps up with the chat and lets the conversation kind of flow. In her videos, she brings us vlogs more than anything else. Spend the day with her. She might be outdoors, she might be indoors. Lots of cleaning, lots of cooking, lots of fresh flowers in the house all the time, I've noticed a few times. And then this creator as well brings these shorts where you'll be able to watch and see how she managed to get thousands of views on these. I bet there's a lesson in there. When we get to live streams, these are frequent. She's got a few set up. You can set notifications for those. She'll be on Wednesday, and then she seems to be on at least once a week. I've caught her many times, including just a few days ago. So hopefully everybody will connect with I Am Betty J Gathers. We'd love to push her towards the 2,200 subscribers. We know she's thinking about. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you back in the house. And Blessed to Crochet, look at that, you're coming up right away. We'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. I think I missed putting another channel up earlier today. Another creator had 2 channels, and I meant to put both of them up, and I didn't. Did we look at Blessed to Crochet earlier today? Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember. They're with us just about every single day. If I look at the latest video, I see I don't have it in my catch-up list yet, so I don't think we've seen them yet today. But they're here for every live stream. I know not everybody can be. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but I literally am starting to get confused whether we've seen this channel today or if it was in the last live stream, because they're here often. Blessed Crochet is going to talk about a lot of different types of topics. When we get to their channel, they're focused on connection and creativity. They'll give you more information on their About page. They post frequently. And then shorts on the channel will give us some inspiration and motivation, a bit of variety. And some of these have gotten into 9,000 and 10,000 as well. Live streams on the channel are frequent also. They seem to be on at least a couple times a week, if not 3 times a week. A chance to get to know them, hang out, and they keep up with the chat as well. So hopefully everybody will connect to Blessed to Crochet. We'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers they're thinking about. And then, oh, not today. Yeah, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I can't remember what channel I'm thinking of that's with us every day that has 2 now, and I didn't put up their second channel earlier, if I remember right. Dolores is coming up. This is a channel that's a little bit harder to find. I'm just going to have to dig through my subscriptions here, but I'll copy out probably their handle for everybody or drop the link. Dolores is a really popular name for a channel. Now, they renewed their membership today, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've been a member before. Yeah, they're going to struggle with the search results for a small amount of time, because the most popular and shortest names for channels are the hardest ones for us to locate in the YouTube search results. So this is why it's so important for us to search, find, and click on each other's names. So I will put their handle in the chat, and anybody can connect with them. That way, hopefully, it will be a little bit easier than what you just saw me do with the search. If you really can't find them, just please let us know. We'll drop their link. But we do the best service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other. And forgive me, Blessed to Crochet, I'm going to put that other channel. That's exactly what I was thinking of. But I couldn't remember the name of the channel for a second. I'm going to put that up in a second. When we look at Dolores, we see 165 subscribers. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're posting frequently, just about every single day, as a matter of fact. Just a pink girl in their pink world, and they give us quite a bit of variety on the channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video, and it's an unboxing from another one of our friends, Rooted in Essential Oil, so I'm glad to see that. Shorts on their channel have gotten into 400 and 800 views, bringing us spiritual inspiration, and then live streams on the channel as well. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Blessing Through Connection is another channel from Blessed to Crochet. I just missed putting that up. For whatever reason, it was in my head. I couldn't remember the name of the channel. That's why I was thinking of it, though. This creator's brought us a live stream already. Hopefully we'll see some new content shortly. 36 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards that first 100, and then their daughter happens to be here as well. Chrissy's Cosplay Wardrobe is a new friend to us, a channel I'm still getting to know. I've just been through one video so far, but Chrissy's Cosplay Wardrobe, I'm just going to grab another one of your videos. Most of these are quite short. Let me see what they're doing with actual shorts videos first. Yeah, they've gotten into 7,000 and even 11,000 views on a couple of these, and then a live stream as well. So that's what I went through. Let me have a look through your videos here and see if I can find anything longer than some of the shorter stuff. So they got a 2-minute video here. I'm just going to take the first video you did. It's a couple years old, but I'll put that in my catch-up list for today. It'll give me another piece of content to watch, and I'll look forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. And thank you to our moderators, Scratch and PPA, especially for these late nights when I move things around constantly. I think I moved today's live stream a couple of times. We expect to be back on Wednesday. We'll be on in the day if we can. And otherwise, we expect to be on Saturday, and I expect to do that one early, but we keep doing our streams as pop-ups. So our silver and gold members will get community posts that will let them know as soon as the streams start. But thank you, everybody, again for the time that you spent, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.